There are currently 30,000 children on the Big Brothers Big Sisters of America's waiting list who need mentors. Most of them are black boys. It's well known that black boys face unique challenges growing up, including the failure of systems that are supposed to help them. It's important that they have mentors who can relate to those experiences. Joining me now to talk about this is Artis Stevens. He is the president and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. Artis, glad to have you on Roland Martin Unfiltered. So exactly what is your plan to increase the number of mentors?
Well, Roland, first of all, just thank you for having me on the show tonight. You know, one thing that I think is critically important, we're an organization that's been around for 116 years. We understand the process of mentoring. We understand the impact that it makes on young people's lives. And I think one of the key and critical elements that are important for this is also understanding what it is in terms of the demand for kids in this country and the ability to partnership. My role in my career in 25 years of youth development, one thing that I know for sure in my life and also in my work is that it certainly takes a village to really raise a child. And when it comes to young men, young boys, and particularly young boys of color, one thing that's critically important for recruiting volunteers is the ability to recruit volunteers in terms of in the communities with partnership and collaboration. So it's not one organization that I feel that's going to be key to doing this, but it's going to be about how do we create those types of relationships and partnerships in the community with grassroots organizations that know communities incredibly well, and then we can help support and provide the mentoring and the opportunities that help to develop young people and most importantly, help to empower them to navigate some of the challenges that they see in their lives.
How much time are you talking about? What are you looking for folks to actually give per week, per month?
Yeah, so typically what our mentors do is about 2 times a month. They're connecting with the young person. We've made it very much effective, particularly even in the pandemic, where some of it is in person and is safely done, but we also have online supplements so that you can connect with a young person. It's safe. We have it monitored, but it's enabled through technology as well. It doesn't replace being in person, but we also know that it enables those types of relationships to happen. And what's critically important with that as well is that what we found through our research is that absolutely the young person is impacted. But for most of our bigs, that's what we call our adults who volunteer, they're impacted just as much or even more through the relationship. And this is something that we know is really important for families, because for all of our families, it's free. There's no charge for our families, but that's because we have great partners, donors, people like who's watching your show right now, who invest in our cause so that the family doesn't have to bear that cost. And it helps the young person to be involved and be engaged in the mentoring relationship.
And so you got 30,000 boys who need it. And so your goals is, first of all, how many mentors and how's it going in terms of adding them in 2021?
Yeah, it is. So 30,000 boys, you're right. It's 30,000 I should say 30,000 on our waiting list. Most of them are boys. Over 75% of them are boys. Now, when you look at our volunteer list, it's the exact opposite. 75% of our volunteers are women. And absolutely, we want more women as well. But we know that there's a critical need for men to really step up and engage into initiatives like this. What I will say is that the pandemic has made it really hard and really challenging for our folks on the ground to recruit volunteers. We've had to be creative, like most organizations, pivoting, doing things to support families, doing wraparound services. A lot of our volunteers are not just doing mentoring, but they're delivering food to our families' houses. They're setting up Wi-Fi for some of our families as well, and doing things that will help them in terms of our young people educational development, their social emotional health. But the sense of isolation is real, right? And we see that even more when it comes to communities like the Black community that a lot of times, because of the systems that are set around, the infrastructure, the lack of infrastructure, I should say, that they have, the importance of these types of organizations on the ground where local Big Brothers Big Sisters agencies are providing not just the mentoring service, but also the connections and the partnerships, because they're able to see this child in a 360 kind of approach.
All right, then. Well, Artis Stevens, we certainly appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Where can people go if they want to sign up?
Well, you can go to BBBS.org to find out more, to support, to volunteer, also to donate. And Roland, I just want to say a special 1906 to you. And we need more men in our fraternities, and like Alpha Phi Alpha, who's a great supporter of Big Brothers Big Sisters. And we want to get more men in other organizations to really come out and join us and support us. All
right, Frat. We're certainly glad to have you on here. Throw the ice up. I know that causes much pain to two of my panelists, Rob, who's a Kappa, and Michael Imhotep. Michael, what little youth group you in?
Rolling.
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that little youth. What's that little youth group you in?
SOARS, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Oh, okay, yeah, I knew it was something. I knew it was something small. I appreciate that.
We need all of them, Roland. We need the entire village.
Absolutely.
Bring them all along.
Yeah, right. Sigmas, y'all ain't got nothing to do. Y'all can join Michael and Kappas. Come on, y'all know them little boys can mentor y'all as well. And so, Artis, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
We've been mentoring you for a while.
No. Remember, I keep telling you, without Alpha, y'all Kappa Psi, son. Y'all need our name. All right, Artis, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Take care now.